Alright kids, what's today's project? Well, we're going to do an annual oil change. Not on mileage, because I don't put much mileage on this vehicle, but after 12 months the computer says, change your oil! I want to show you guys something. This is interesting. So this is a Coyote V8. 2000... what is this, a 16, 17, they're about the same. Got it in 17, but it's technically a 16, late 16. Anyways, I put this on. It's Ford Performance. It's an oil catch can. According to the information, this does not fit this truck. I don't recommend that you do it, but I sure as fuck did. Because I didn't want my engine getting destroyed. So check this out. I just unscrewed this particular catch can is kind of a pain in the ass. There's no drain on it, so you have to take the top off, and then you have to use like a siphon to get it out. I use like an infant nose clearing device that I don't use on infants. Anyways, check this out. Look how much liquid's in there. Let me get my screen activated so I can see what I'm doing. Can you see that? That would all just get blown back on top of my valves. Let me get something. Let me get a probe. What we got for a probe here? We'll use a. Come on. Come on, lefty. Use the old Allen wrench here. See if I can get this thing to balance without it going. Come on. It's alright. Alright. So let's see how much liquid's actually in here. Because I remember last time it was quite a bit. So that's not quite a ½ inch. That's, I mean, I'm not a engine expertise kind of guy, but like, the way I got it explained to me was that's all part of like PCV valve or something. I don't even fucking know. Basically, I took the pipe off that went from here to here, and I put that in between. And it just separates that liquid out, and that just get dumped back into my top of my engine. That's crazy. Now, I think they changed I mean, it gets complicated. The way the gas gets blown in now, it like gets blown over the top of the valves to clean them off, but this engine doesn't have that. So it was actually my old man told me about this. He's like, you should put a catch can on there. So I looked into this. I was like, oh, it says Ford Performance, makes my engine look mean. He said, doesn't fit, won't fit, don't buy it, don't try to fit it. I said, oh, I'm creative. Yeah. I had to bend this pipe a little tiny bit. I had to pull that to get the clearance. So it fits. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, how many miles? I think the truck's got like 6,000 miles on it. And it's 3 years old, so like 2,000 miles a year I drive this thing. So that's how much, we'll just say 2,000 miles, that much garbage you got put on there. I'm trying to think, where's my little nose cleaner thing? I sucked that out. Anyways. So yeah, that's something to consider. Next thing, this is interesting. So like, this is not a how-to anything video. This is just my general observations, but man. So this is what I do. That's 2 pieces of 3/4. I drive the truck up on the front on that, and in the rear up on one block. Right there. And that gets me enough room that I can get on this creeper and not burn my face off on the exhaust. And a whole lot of extra room, but it's enough. The real pain in the ass is this goddamn thing. It's the, I don't know what you call it. Air dam for aerodynamics or something. It's not hard to get off, but you gotta take that off to get underneath there to get to the oil filter. And it's like it's star, hex, whatever. Actually, no, it's not. It's just some bolts. Sorry, misremembered. It's not hard to get off. It pops right off. But the thing is, like, you'll see this, the old bread pan. Yeah, it takes multiple containers to catch the oil coming out of the. I mean, it's crazy. There's a little gutter in there that catches the oil, but it doesn't catch all the oil. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this kind of engineering is much more complicated than I can even wrap my head around. But if you're going to build a gutter to catch the oil coming off the oil filter, why don't you just build the oil catching gutter large enough to catch all of the oil? So like, I mean, I stopped to make this video just because I like to make videos now, but normally how it works is you warm the engine up a little bit, get it on these block thingies, pop the drain valve on the pan, get that going, crawl underneath, take the valance off the front, take the oil filter off, and then let it dribble in. So I have 3 containers catching oil. It's like 3 containers to do 1 oil change. It's not a lot of oil that comes out. I mean, that's why that little bread pan works good, but it's just kind of crazy. It's like, I mean, my old Chevy, it used to drain. How did that work? That oil filter drained right onto the knuckle on the transmission, or the drive shaft. So I kept that lubed. That was nice. But that was just kind of crazy. It's like, I mean, I don't want to pop my hood on my Subaru, but man, that oil filter is on the top of the engine. Like, if this was my Subaru, the oil filter is like right there. Vertical, just untwist it like that. It's like, oh, yeah, that's complicated. Whatever. But yeah, I just want to get a little video of this catch can. Yeah, I'm sure there's haters out there. I think when I was reading the forums, they said, well, if the engineers at Ford Motor Company wanted a catch can on there, they would have put one on. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what they would have done. That's what they would have done. That's why in 2015, they didn't put the crash bars underneath, so if you got an offset accident with an extended cab like this, you'd get crushed to death. So in 2016, they added them because of the engineers. See that bar right there? Yeah, they added that so you wouldn't get smoked. See how it's kind of bolted in all like haphazardly at the end of the, you know, that's their engineers. There's one back there too that they added. Just added that on there. So when you tell me the engineers at Ford wouldn't come up with something, I got news for you. Eventually they might, but originally maybe not so much. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, I bought this thing for the long term. That's why I didn't get the turbo. So in my mind, catching all that garbage and dumping back on top, it's going to save the engine. It'll last longer. Won't get that crud build up. So yeah. How cool would it be to put a supercharger on this? Oh, got some supercharger badges the other day, and it makes you want to get a supercharger. Oh god, that'd be amazing. This thing's already got plenty of horsepower, but man, there's plenty of room there. See all that room up top? That's where a supercharger would just bolt right on. Get a Whipple, slamma jamma. Let's see what else while we're in here. Something else I think is absolutely lame as shit. This is just a bucket. There's no sensor to tell you when it's empty. Well, there is. You try to use it, nothing comes out. It's like, come on, Ford. Like, really? You couldn't put a sensor in the washer fluid container? Like, I just shake my head. It's like, how? I mean, whatever, dude. Whatever. Yeah, it lets you know eventually, doesn't it? Yeah, that shit's garbage. So yeah, like I said, this isn't a how-to do an oil change. It's just that's what I'm doing today is oil changing. So had to go get my blocks back from my one of my subscribers had borrowed them. He's building a, what's he building? Cobra Coupe? Something? I don't know. We were using them over there. But I need them back to get my front end in the air just a little bit, just enough. So, yep, whatever. That's the latest on the. Still dribbling. That's about done. I can probably put the plug back in. So, whatever. Just a few general observations. Yeah, you gotta have a ladder too. That's the other thing with this truck. It's like I've never owned a truck you have to have a ladder to like check the oil. Like there's literally no physical way I could ever check the oil. I mean, that's my arm full extended out, and the oil is clear back there at that yellow thing. I mean, I'm a full foot away. Just to do a regular oil check. So, like, if you went to a full-service gas station, which don't exist anymore, you'd have to bring your ladder with you, so... There's somebody running a dirt bike in my backyard. Interesting. Go investigate that. Alright, kids. Well, that's where I'm at. Not a backhoe video. How about that for once? Whatever. Stay safe. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, sub, TikTok, FaceSpace, MySpace, tooth floss, early bed, early rise.